नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Inner awakening has become almost like a electronic gadget and marriage. Everyone feels if we waited a little more, we would have got something much better. But don't wait. Understand? Everyone feels if we waited a little more, we would have got something better. But don't wait. The quicker you get in, better, because lot of sufferings you are going through for no reason, just because of not even being informed. Please understand, there are some sufferings you develop because you don't have a right experience, but there are many sufferings you are going through just because you are not informed. Inner awakening will clear those tons of sufferings which you are going through just because you are not informed. Please understand. Many sufferings which you are going through not because you don't have experience also will be cleared by my initiation. That is one side. There will be many sufferings will be cleansed. You will be out of it, which you are going through just because you are not informed. Understand? So have it as early as possible. I'll enter into Kathopanishad. I have something very important to share with you all in Kathopanishad today. I was explaining the way the Vajashrava's mind was getting degraded and the space he was going through. Please understand, when I explain the degradation happening to Vajashravas, the meaning of the explanation is, please don't allow that to happen in you. It's not that I have personal anger with Vajashrava, so I am tearing him to pieces. No. I am doing literally postmortem of his mind and his being, because so that you will not let that happen to you. See, if you are a person of the business nature, don't ever try to enter into the power game, because in power game lot of risks will be taken which you can't afford. You can easily be put in pain if you are a business natured person. Please understand. If you are a business natured person, only one of your shop getting attacked is enough. You will move out of politics or you will move out of all the power game. Always try to catch your nature based on your root pattern and fulfill that. That will bring tremendous feeling that you lived. Please understand. The feeling that you lived, that fulfillment that you lived, that is the first step for enlightenment. See, there are extraordinary Paramahamsas who doesn't even need to enter into life, who can just get everything out of their system and directly get enlightened. But 99% of us are not that way. We get into the regular life and go through the ups and downs and route pattern and everything. Only through this way we are going. So, 99% of us, the way we are traveling, please understand, the fulfillment you lived, self-actualization is the first step for self-realization. The feeling you lived is a basic requirement. In Vedic tradition, we call that as Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata. The individual consciousness getting awakened in the body. Please listen. You don't have to memorize the word, but at least listen. Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata. The individual consciousness, which you ultimately conscious is not is individual, it is cosmical. It is cosmic. But the individual consciousness, which you perceive as individual consciousness, getting awakened in your body, that is the first step. When that awakening happens, you will have a deep fulfillment. A Vaishya should be Vaishya. Brahmana should be Brahmana. Kshatriya should be Kshatriya. But I don't want to say the Vedic tradition does not allow the growth of the individual. It allows by the inner transformation. Inside, if you have transformed, you can evolve. There are thousands who are born as Shudras, worshipped as Brahmanas by the Brahmanottamas. Kashi is the example. Adi Shankara, the greatest architect of modern day Hinduism, establisher of all the Brahminical Sampradayas, fell at the feet of the Chandala. Not even Shudra, lower than Shudra. Later on, his disciples who are not able to digest that he fell at the feet of Chandala, made Chandala as the incarnation of Vishwanatha. That is different. But the truth is he fell at the feet of Chandala. That's all. That's a fact. Means what? Vedic tradition does not stop growth, but the growth should always be propelled, initiated, incited from inner space. Not that for the sake of external comforts, you can try to act as if you are moving to the next ladder. Here in the case of Vajashravas, he is not even going up, he is going down. A Kshatriya, a ruler, king, who is supposed to be constantly giving. Please understand. In Vedic tradition, only two communities allowed to hold. Vaishyas are allowed, Shudras are allowed to possess and hold. Kshatriya can control only on behalf of country, but cannot personally hold. A Brahmana can't even do that. Please listen. The definition of artha, wealth, and possession is very clear in Vedic tradition. Vaishya and Shudra only can have personal wealth. Kshatriya can protect on behalf of the country, on behalf of the community, on behalf of the group, society which he is ruling. But he can't personally own. He has no right to own personally. He has no right to possess personally. At the most, till his coronation as a king, the king's son or daughter, till they are coronated as a king or queen, they can have little small thing, gifts which they received from their elders, parents, they can own. That is why in Mahabharata you can see Duryodhana has little personal wealth. Few thousand, few lakh gold coins, which is nothing. But Dhritarashtra can't have. Till you are coronated as a king, you can have a little bit, but not after you are a king. You can only control on behalf of country, on behalf of the kingdom, on behalf of the group which you are ruling, but not as personal wealth. Brahmana can't even do that. Neither he can possess, nor he can control on behalf of the country. Completely outruled. Here Vajashravas gets into the cheap mentality of personal possession. Understand? Only when you get into the mentality of the personal possession, you will start the business. The business mentality will start. So he falls from being a Kshatriya to Vaishya, and by doing fraudulence in the business of giving the cows which are useless, he falls to the level of lower than the Vaishya. He becomes so inauthentic. His authenticity has fallen 3-4 steps, almost like a free fall. Free fall. I want every one of you to look within you and see from your authentic identity which you want to have, how much of free fall has happened. Please sit and spend a little time and find it. Understand? Most of the time, just finding it will solve the issue. See, what is the authentic identity you want to have? That is the goal, the way you want to exist. That's your goal. That's the way you want to exist. It can be Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sudra, anything is okay. But your authentic identity, how you want to exist. From that, see how many steps you have fallen. See the free fall, immediately you will wake up. See, the free fall will be happening as long as you don't know the free fall is happening. The free fall will be stopped immediately the moment you know the free fall is happening to you. It is unfortunate you are not reminded the free fall is happening. The stupid entertainment industry is managing that you don't get that intense about life, that authentic about life. I tell you, if you are really interested in living spiritual life or living the life of enlightenment, living the life where you want to cause your reality, keep the stupid enlightenment, this stupid entertainment industry out of your life. Please understand, anything great can be achieved only by keeping the entertainment industry out of your life. Even the stupid concept taught to you, oh, you will be stressed if you don't get little entertained. Then go and do all the stupid entertainment. Are you out of stress? You are more stressed. The constant free fall happening, you are not even allowed to recognize it. You are not even allowed to understand it. You are not even given enough space to look into it. You are sitting in front of that stupid box for hours together. Now that box has become slim and you have become fat. After a few years, those days the box used to be big and you used to be slim. Now the box has become big and you have become. Please understand. Consider this very seriously. Only first 1 week you will feel that you are missing something and all that. Have only internet to know the news. That also I am telling you. Only get the information, news which is required through the words by reading. Do not allow the sound. Do not allow the sound and visuals. Please understand, these are all a powerful mental fasting. See, the Vedic tradition says, Agara Shuddhayo Smriti Shuddhi. The purity of the food leads to purity of the memory. It is not just the food which you eat, it is the food which you eat through all 5 senses. Please consider this request very seriously. Of course, you need to know what is happening with the world, in the world. You need to have much information to run your life. Get everything in the internet, that also just a plain Word document type. Do not allow the sound or the visuals. Please understand, sound and visuals stop you reaching the reality, you seeing the reality. By and by, slowly, even in your regular life, in your imagination, you always bring the cinema background music even for regular life situations. Only with that imagined background music, you are even approaching every situation. How many of you are able to understand what I am saying? That you are doing this in your life constantly in your imagination. Raise your hand. Don't you see to the level the entertainment industry has gone into you and painted your perception and your life? I tell you, the day human beings again start seeing the reality without the necessary for imaginary background music and editing. Imaginary editing and imaginary background music, that day Satya Yuga starts. You do not understand the damage your system goes through with this imaginary background music and the imaginary editing you do about every incident in your life, the way you cherish your life. All the time you put a flashback to show yourself a victim. In those days, long, long ago, what is there? Then also you are a beggar with a aluminum plate. Now you are a beggar in the internet, that's all. But we go on trying to have that flashback mode to show ourselves as a victim to ourselves. That is the stupidity actually. The worst thing is, even you wanted to change the facts about your own life from yourself. Many of the facts which you know, you just want to change and believe it. Can you imagine the stupidity? It is like you own this hand key and you yourself trying to believe. If you tell others, I don't own this, but you yourself want to believe, force yourself to believe, I don't own all this. See, somebody kept it. Who knows who will take it away and go? You are trying to justify your own wrong beliefs, trying to show yourself as the victim of the life or villain of the life. I tell you, next time whenever you feel tremendous hatred about you, that why you are the way you are, your very survival and existence is depending on the lies and dishonesty. These are all the words usually your SDHD will infuse in you. During those moments, just see the imaginary background music and the imaginary editing goes on in your system. Then you will understand the impact of the stupid entertainment industry over your head. Any altered sound and visual should be avoided, because that is the basis for the wrong memories to get built in your system. You see all these stupid TV shows where the husband is poisoning wife is poisoning the mother-in-law. This stupidity going on in the whole India. India's most practiced religion is TV serials. Please understand. Most practiced religion of modern day India is TV serials. And you see all the stupidity and the background music. Dum! All the news channels have become almost like a crime movie or this ghost movie. See, in those days, the musics which use in the ghost movie and the spirit movies, that music has become a regular musical trend in any news channel. Even a small thing, the way they show, in one house. Finally what? One dog pissed on the table. That must be the final result. Manipulated sounds and manipulated visuals getting recorded in your muscle memory is not good for your happy life or your conscious awakening. Please understand. Seriously consider this. Even though it is too drastic. See, I am not saying disconnect yourself from the world. No. Get all the information required. There are many news channels in internet where there is no sound or altered visuals. A simple straight newspaper format. Quick and immediate. So get the information through that kind of sources where you are not bombarded. This TV serial is another one great stupidity going on this all over India. I don't know what can be done about it. Because they see in the serial how the mother-in-law is conspiring against the daughter-in-law, how the husband is conspiring against the wife, all that. And they exactly project the same thing on the husband. That stupid fellow has gone to the market to buy vegetables and ice cream for you and your kid. And when he comes back late, I don't know where he is going. I am seeing one or two hairs here and there on his coat. I don't know whether he is having any extramarital affair or he is planning with her to kill me. By the time you finished one full circle of life, In 5 minutes, he being late to the house, in that 5 minutes, you finish living one full circle of one murder, one rape, and 2 divorce. If you fought with your girlfriend night 10:30 and did not pick up the phone till next day morning 5:30, she has divorced you 10 times, broke up with you 7 times, joined again 20 times. Understand? The stupidity of agitated response to the real life is the curse put on you because of the altered visual sound mixture info infused into your system. Please listen. It is the TV serials and the stupid entertainment industry which is responsible for, in one night, you breaking up 20 times and getting back 25 times, divorcing 5 times, killing 3 times, and reviving 4 times. I think this need to be contemplated a little more. You should meditate on it and even do a Vakyartha Sadas on it. Night 10:30, if you fought with your girlfriend until tomorrow next day morning 5 o'clock, you did not pick up her calls, see the messages. You have been cursed 17 times. 10 times breaking up has happened. 11 times getting back has happened in one night. You need to contemplate on this. This kind of the agitated response. Agitated response has become a normal lifestyle just because of the stupid cognitions constantly being poured into you by the entertainment industry. You see, you don't bother about good or bad. You just want to be doing something to feel spicy, to feel important. It is in my power. Come on, let me do it. And you don't bother about larger picture, side effect or after effect. Anything in my hand, let me play with it. That is the only way I will prove my existence. Your existence is proved by your contribution, not by your ability to throw tantrum. Please understand, the people who are not able to contribute try to prove their existence by throwing tantrum. I am not talking only about male or female, any side. In general humanity, trying to prove your existence by throwing tantrum is one of the biggest stupid mentality we accumulated, we acquired. Understand? Free fall from your authentic identity is hell. Wake up to the reality of the free fall happening in you. You will suddenly know that you have to take a serious action to stop it. To stop it. Look in and do not try to establish your identity by throwing tantrum. Establish your identity by contribution, by enriching. I don't know how much I can make you guys believe, how much you guys will be able to believe. I have seen my own mother. She is still alive. I'm seeing her now for last 37 years. It's not that she was always only in the high in her life. She was born and brought up to a very decently established family. I can say that her parents are upper middle class people. I heard in those days that was the most organized and largest wedding happened in that whole village. She had that kind of a background, but my father was not that rich and he could not maintain even the wealth given to him by my grandparents. But throughout last 37 years, I am seeing her. I have not seen her even once trying to establish her identity by throwing tantrum. I just feel blessed that I am carrying her biomemory. Please understand. Even now, she is literally the Sangha Janani. Means she is the mother of our whole Sangha. She is the Sangha Mata. Literally. But I have never seen her establishing her identity, establishing her existence by throwing tantrum. Even now, whatever way she established herself, it is always through contribution. She is the embodiment of this one concept. Establish yourself only by contribution. If not, just lie down. When she is not able to do that, she will just lie down. But never take up the other route of establishing the identity by throwing tantrum or any power game or authority. I don't know how I will be able to convince all of you. If you lived in the ashram or if you have lived around her, you will know this one idea. She is embodiment of that one idea. I have seen her even from my childhood. Even when family went through the worst poverty, never I have seen her shouting at my father even once. Never I have seen her demanding from my father even once. Asking for something, fighting for something. Even when my father was not in the right mental state of doing some business successfully, even when he was frustrated, she took it up and started running a small grocery shop. I have seen her. She will cook in the morning, run and open the grocery shop. She will manage the grocery shop. In the night, she will lock the shop and come back and again cook. Of course, it's a large giant family. We had grandmother, so many other people also supporting her in cooking the jobs of the house. But throughout, she established her identity only by contributing. I have not seen her once fighting with anybody. Even though she gets bullied many times, understand all these points I am explaining. Agitative decisions, trying to establish your identity by throwing tantrum, imaginary background music and edited replay of flashbacks, all these things are directly connected with each other. All these are closely related to the stupid entertainment industry and the ideas it dumps on your head. the way she stood only contributing. I've never seen her throwing tantrum or trying to establish her existence or survival by throwing tantrum. Even now, literally she owns the whole Sangha. But I have never seen her doing anything other than contributing. So many times I have told her to take care of herself, whatever she wants to have and all that, but she will never accept any of my blanket offerings. Just like every ashramite, whenever I need, I'll come for approval and get it. Stop with that. Just like any ashramite, if they want to go to hospital, they will ask the welcome center, I need vehicle. Send me to hospital. Give me medical assistance. Or if they want any clothes or any housekeeping necessity, they will go to the welcome center and tell, I want this, and then housekeeping will supply. That's exactly the way she lives even now. I'll tell, what is this? Why are you going and standing all there and all? You just have everything for yourself and do it. She'll say, no. Whatever is for everyone, let me do like that. Let me live. Never I have seen her establishing her identity, even for the small basic things which will not harm the Sangha. See, if she establishes her identity, I am the mother of Swamiji, for her soap and paste brush, it is not going to affect the Sangha. Or it's not going to affect the flow of the life for our medical care or anything. She won't assert, even in those small basic needs, she will not put her foot down or she will not throw tantrum. If you live around her, you will understand whatever I am saying is true. I tell you, wherever you are, establish your identity only by contribution. You will be such a light. When I say light, L-I-T-E and L-I-G-H-T. You will be such a light being. Do not believe this false theory of you need to throw your weight to establish yourself. It is wrong. It is false. Don't try to tell me, you don't know the atmosphere. I am in Swamiji. My industry is like that. My family is like that. The background, the office I am working is like that. Unless I throw my weight, nothing can get done. No, it is. Please do not. I have seen the universe more than you. Please believe me. I know the laws of the universe more than you. Always establish yourself by contribution, not by throwing tantrum. Not by throwing tantrum. That is one of the most stupid pattern you develop. See, just like the hard food, means the food which you can't digest, like an uncooked animal. The elephant, buffalo, uncooked animal, can you digest? That is exactly the thing. The entertainment industry which is catering in front of you. The devil movie, evil movie, and the TV serials are all uncooked animal in front of you. Why are you eating it? What uncooked animal can do to your stomach, that is exactly that loud sound, ooh, that kind of TV serials and movies do to you. almost all the mainstream channels have become this crime scene music background. In those days, only few movies, this ghost movies will have this kind of sound background. Dum dum. Ah. One Swami came and spoke to our ashram in Rajasabha, the ceiling fell. The false ceiling fell. I will not tell the name, but most of you by now know. Actually, I really want to repeat that, but I cannot repeat that sound. That is why I am not. Even in Shivoham process, I cannot repeat that. Please do not eat this stupid TV serials, stupid crime shows, which pollutes your cognition and thinking flow, which makes you approach the life with so much of illogical information. As I said, your husband is late half an hour from the office, means you have gone through 2 murder and 10 divorce. This is what I call free fall from the identity you want to create. Please understand. Actually, one of the best thing happened to our Sangha. As a whole Sangha, all our Swamis have decided that we don't want TV. See, there are many things it cannot happen just by my decision. I can only be guiding. 2-3 times I gave the choice to the ashramites. If you guys want to have the TV. Somehow, fortunately, they all have decided no, let's not allow. Even the top decision makers, Mahants, all of them said no, we don't want. If we want to know any news, let us know from the internet. As always, Swamiji suggests that Google News, just read the Word document and get updated, catch up with the world. That's enough. See, do you know the difference of reading 3 lines, somewhere the bomb blast and this many number of people killed, and seeing the visual of the scene and the dead bodies and all that, seeing the visual leaves that suffering inside you for next 4-5 days. And which is not directly going to be, are you the decision maker? See, get the information where you are a decision maker. But so many times, stupid way, even the things where we are not decision makers, we go on, waste our time. Please understand, your time is not your money. You have been given a wrong idea. Your time is your life. Time is money is the cheating concept spread by the corporates. No, time is your life. Please understand. Vaishyas make you believe time is money. Kshatriyas make you believe time is power. Brahmanas tell the truth, time is your life. Time is neither money nor power, it's your life. Today, I really want every one of you to contemplate on this truth of free fall from your authentic identity. How the Vajashravas is going through a free fall from Kshatriya instead of becoming Brahmana. See, a Kshatriya who lived a life of a king, by the time he becomes old, he should have become a ripe Brahmana like Janaka, an enlightened being. And this stupid fellow not only not becoming enlightened being, and he is having a free fall. From Kshatriya he falls to Vaishya, from Vaishya to Shudra. And finally, by cursing the Nachiketa, his own son, he has become Chandala. This fool finally curses his own son, who is trying to make him authentic, says, I give you to death. The free fall of Vajashravas. You should contemplate on it and see how the free fall is happening in you from your authentic identity. Even knowing you will stop it. And I trust you all. You are all brilliant enough, intelligent enough. Just knowing is enough. You will stop it. I feel so blessed. Mahadeva is using me as an instrument to awaken the third eye of so many kids. Because once your third eye is awakened, your awareness rate goes so high, you will never allow the free fall. I tell you. The free fall cannot happen for a person whose third eye is awakened. You will always be seeing the budget. Hey, where I am collapsing. You will be constantly be alert of, be aware of what is going on in you. The free fall can never happen for a person whose third eye is awakened. I am so happy for these kids. Really feel blessed. Mahadeva is doing this great work through this body. Whenever I want to enjoy gratitude, I keep him separate and myself separate. Why only you guys should enjoy the gratitude and love and joy, or what? I also have a right share. I also have a right for it. I do have a right to enjoy the love, devotion, gratitude. If I am just sitting, how will I? So I keep him little away and then fall at his feet. And I touch my own feet and enjoy the whole gratitude, love, joy, devotion, everything. Just for feeling grateful, it's nice to have Mahadeva's deity separately. Because feeling grateful makes your life juicy, purposeful, enjoying. Today, the concept to contemplate. You can do Vakyartha Sadas on both the subjects. Already I gave one subject, this is second. This is the free fall from your authentic identity. Do Vakyartha Sadas on these two concepts, sacred secrets. So with this, I'll move to the next segment today. Death process. We have a long day. I feel this inner awakening, we have so much time because I am sitting single session 5 hours, 4 hours like this. I am sitting every day, but still we are moving long sessions and still we are catching up with everything. All right, let's gather for the next great process. Now, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.